And
they'll start at the 25.
All right, let's go, come on.
The first carry here for Ty Montgomery. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line.
no. You ready?
On second down, Montgomery. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
26.
They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Sherrills to return it. Spinning away. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Vikings will take over here, 1st and 10.
Black, 82. The high. 80. Go ahead. Through. Rhino.
On 1st and 10, Cousins finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And certainly some style points there on the spin. Not a whole lot thereafter, but still a pretty good gain.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. Cook with a first down and much more. It's a foot race. Past the 20. Touchdown, Vikings. A great effort there. 61 yards. And the Vikings have taken a first-quarter lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Carlson now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Well, as Green Bay comes back onto the field here, one more nugget on that Week 1 victory over the Bears. We talked about the comeback, and it's their 100th year of football in Green Bay. But What's the stat that our guru Ed Brady passed along to you?
He says that the Packers were combined 0 and 111 when trailing by 17 or more points to start the fourth quarter in their story history.
And that's hard to believe. I mean, you said story. For all the wins they've had, I would have thought there was a comeback like that in there at some point, but there is not.
One would think that. I guess Green Bay would say, well, most of the time we were in the lead.
Good point. Now Rodgers throwing on second down. And this is caught. It's Jimmy Graham. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Two former All-Pros connecting. Rodgers fighting his tight end Graham. Packer first down.
Let's go.
First down. Here's the run with Montgomery. And they get him down right near the midfield stripe. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give them a new set of downs.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Yo. Hold on. Hello?
Hey. No. Green 18. Box inside. Reno going.
Rodgers hands to Montgomery. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Well, forget about finding a lane there. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Probably fortunate he was able to hold on to the football.
26.
Rodgers going to give this one to Montgomery. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. It's Everson Griffin who made the tackle.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again, go play action, hit them over the top.
And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down. Working from the gun, Rodgers. He's going to rifle one deep left. This is caught inside the 15. And a big 32-yard play on 3rd.
Well, there's simply no sense in wasting a great catch like that on a short gain. Get downfield like you just did there and use it up that way.
No dink and dunk.
Wow, who's playing
that? First red zone opportunity now for the Packers. It's 1st and 10 at the 14.
I got this point guard made, man, so we're ready, man. Got a difference, so man. I got 2 players.
And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. On the tackle, it's Trey Waynes.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz? A good run blitz.
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Hold on.
On 2nd down, here's Rodgers. And that is incomplete here. Jimmy Graham, the intended receiver. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
All defenders get tired of hearing about their lack of hands and why they're playing defense instead of offense. But in this situation, it was the hands that made the play. Batting the ball away on an attempted touchdown pass. Excellent job. Way to knock it down.
Play number 9 on the drive coming up, and they need 9 yards on 3rd down. To throw is Rodgers. Rolling to his left. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Everson Griffin in there to get him for a loss of 3, and it'll be 4th down. So on now for the Packers at their all-time leading scorer, Mason Crosby. A 33-yarder from the left hash. And Crosby puts it through, and they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone, get you 6?
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Now the Vikings offense works their way back onto the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he's got a good gain of 7 up to the 37. Well, they're making a real first-quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old-school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you said, establish the run game, and they've been successful doing it.
On second down, Cook. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Third down, Dalvin Cook. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. It's a pickup of 3, but it brings up what will be an interesting 4th and 1.
When a good play is made on defense, oftentimes leverage is the key to everything. Defensive line not getting turned, all the other guys making sure they're in the right spot. And on that play, they were able to stop them short of a first down.
Too long for a field goal, too short to punt that in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down. Now Cousins. Open man is Thielen is complete. And he will have the first down, but he winds up taking a pretty good shot that time. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out.
Here we go, huh? We're going. We're going. Let's go.
A give. This is Cook. And he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
All right, now here we go. Oh. Patience. Yellow, yellow, yellow. Yellow. Go ahead. Ready? Ringo.
Second down, Cousins. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and they're going to face a third down.
Wide, wide. Here we go. Two. Gun. Check 527. Lino.
Here's Cousins. He's going to go for a big play downfield. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Kentrell Bryce picks it. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 at their own 24. So after the INT, it's Rodgers. That's complete to his tight end. This is Lance Kendricks. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down.
319.
And this is the 10th carry for Ty Montgomery. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
319.
And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. The Packers on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. The toss play to Montgomery. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. 7 yards there. Good enough to move the sticks.
That's how you get right up off of the mat, because on the last play, they stoned him in the backfield and dropped him for a loss. But he's the type of guy that scared me a little bit because he's not daunted. Just got right back up, showed some confidence, and picked up a 1st down with his very next run.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Came out in a power set, but that only served to put more men in the box. And guess what? If you're going to do that, you've got to win up front, right? Your offensive guys have got to beat the defenders. They lost all leverage on that play.
Rodgers handing to Montgomery. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third. The last two plays each lose a yard. They'll try to move forward here on 3rd and 12. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. The last 2 plays each lose a yard. They'll try to move forward here on 3rd and 12. So it looks like somebody may have forgotten the snap count, and a 5-yard penalty ensues. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now, 3rd and long. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And Adams has it, complete. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down. He's been the forgotten man in this first half. Not a guy you want to forget. Not only his first catch, first time they've targeted him.
That doesn't make any sense, does it?
Not at all.
Because those are the types of plays that he provides. When he does come alive, when they do look his way, not only is it a big catch, it's a first down.
Coming right, this is Montgomery on the toss. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. Moving backwards on 1st down, never a good thing. What does that do for the mindset on 2nd down?
Well, it changes your play call, definitely, because as a play caller, you're advancing yourself thinking, okay, we're going to get a gain here. Now you've got to go back in reverse, come up with something to pick up not just the yardage lost, but gain a few extra.
Two minutes to go here in the first half. More from Minneapolis after this.
Let's go, come on.
Rodgers to throw on 2nd down. Steps away to his left. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Xavier Rhodes with a pick.
Partner, that is a quarterback no-no right there. He's flushed out to his left, so he's trying to orient his body into a position to make this throw. But by then he shrunk the field, and he winds up throwing the interception.
Zebra! Set! 180! 2! Liz 50, here we go!
Following the interception, Cousins going deep for Diggs. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. Well, you got a young quarterback. Maybe that's just an example of a growing pain for him.
I think you're right about that, because when the game starts to move fast and it moves quickly on him, a lot of times they fall back on what they know best, their arm. He's slinging it on this one. Had a wide open target, but didn't have the proper footwork to increase his accuracy.
On 2nd down, Cousins again. He's got it complete to Diggs, right side. That goes for a gain of 31.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
First red zone chance now for the Vikings. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 11. Handoff comes to Cook. And he's brought down. 11 more on that one and another first down.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the second quarter.
They'll run for it with Cook. And after the good game last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be second and goal. They get it to him running left. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. Latavius Murray punching it in from a yard away. And the Vikings are going to add on to their lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
Carlson now to kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Now trotting out there, the Packers getting ready to go. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Emerson Griffin in there to pick up his second sack now of the afternoon. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
The Packers on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15. And another timeout called by the Vikings now, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. The Packers on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15. Now it's Rodgers. They'll set up the screen to Montgomery. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. And a timeout here. Timeout taken, whistles blown. Timeout taken by the receiving team, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Here's Sherrills. A great return there of 22 yards. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Vikings offense now heading out to take over. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10.
Yellow.
Cousins to throw it. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Black. The hot. Got away. Check right 27. Wide.
Now Cousins. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 20. That goes for a gain of 31. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. It'll be from the right hash, and it'll be a 36-yarder. Carlson able to put this one through. And they will stretch the lead now to 17-3. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half. And the Vikings able to recover. The hands team does its job. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20. Call it the 21-yard.
You ready or not? Yeah. Let's go.
Yard line. Starting the third quarter with Cook. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Watch tight. Tight end's right. Watch tight. Tight end's right.
Now a second down throw for Cousins. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
Looked like they had an opportunity for a big play across the middle, but he didn't have the concentration or the focus necessary and dropped it before he could haul it in.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Tight end's right. Hey, Steamer. To hot. Liz, here we go. Two. I got you.
Cousins. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. That'll make it fourth down after a loss of one.
Spurs. Hey, flipper. Two. Rhino.
They'll indeed go for it. It's Cousins. And he's able to find Diggs. And he's brought down, but not before getting across midfield to the 45. Fourth down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to take it down to about the 35 here. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10.
Rhino. Rose.
Cousins now. This is caught. He got 29 yards that time.
I know we just saw a nice throw and catch, but how about the big guys up front buying that time? Yeah, that's exactly what they did. They created time and allowed the space to happen, and it turned into a really nice play.
They come out here in the eye. They'll run with Cook into a mass of bodies, and I think they held him out. They did. No gain on the play, and it's going to be 2nd and goal.
They're right there at the 1. No get.
And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Carlson now to kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Here's the Packers offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. From the gun, it's Rodgers. And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. Eric Kendricks coming on the blitz. He gets him for a loss of 7. Here's Rodgers looking to throw on 2nd down. He gets it over the middle to Cobb. And the ball is knocked out, and the Vikings pick up the football. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them, big tackle, knock the ball free, anything you can do to slow them down.
Getting the ball is Cook running left. And past the 30 down to about the 27. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Cousins now on 2nd down. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. Left side, Cook. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Working out of the gun, Cousins. Eluding the pressure right. And this is caught at the 8. And they do stop him, but he takes it all the way to the 2. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
And what can they do here on 2nd and goal? 3 red zone trips so far have yielded 2 touchdowns and a field goal.
Listen to me.
Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. A great effort there. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Vikings are going to add on to their lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that'll increase their lead to 28. Carlson now to kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Packer offense now ready to get back onto the field. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly
you
right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down. Well, partner, of all the great things that we saw in Week 1, unfortunately there was some bad, quite a few injuries, and the toughest one, Delaney Walker with that knee injury, he's gone for the year.
Yeah, and that's really, really difficult for the Tennessee Titans to absorb because in a lot of ways, he's their #1 target. He may play tight end, but he was the security blanket.
Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Ben Gideon not dropping into coverage. He comes on the blitz and takes him down for a loss of 9. Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. From the gun, Rodgers. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
And we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball. But how about this, a fake? Trying to get it to Jackson, and it's intercepted. Mackenzie Alexander with a pick. Switching gears for a second, because you and I were talking earlier. We had some odd games in Week 1. I don't think anything, though, takes the cake quite like that game in Miami. How about that lightning delay? Multiple lightning delays.
Yeah, when you open up the season in the state of Florida, and it's not a dome,
good luck.
You've got a chance of this happening, right? It happened in Tampa a couple of seasons ago, maybe a couple of times if I remember correctly. This game wound up taking 7 hours and 8 minutes to finish when all was said and done. Normally we do a game in 3.5 or less. That's unbelievable. So great stamina for the fans, great stamina for the players, and how about our colleagues in the announce booth? Great stamina for them as well.
Indeed. Longest game in NFL history.
Flipper! To the high flag! 180!
He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
Cousins. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. And that one results in 35 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
And he showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry.
Let's go.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
From the red zone now, Cousins. And that'll be caught by Diggs for a Minnesota touchdown. Stephon Diggs, a 20-yard touchdown. And the Vikings offense continues to pour it on. Carlson on for the PAT. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. Carlson now to kick this one away. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And then finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you've got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back.
Keep talking. You've been
Get
talking all fucking day.
and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here.
I'm going to beat your ass next, man.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets
Somebody's
into
going to have to
enemy
shut you up.
territory.
Man, yeah, I've been hearing this shit for the last. I ain't had the mic plug up, and that's all I hear coming out the TV.
Rodgers now 5 straight completions here in this second half. First and 10.
Yeah, dude, I'm like, what type of no respect being shown none at all, man. For the last several hours, man, somebody got to do something with this guy.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do you keep
everybody
feeding
not, because I'm not taking shit. That's the problem. That's why I got on the mic and said what the fuck I just said.
Back at the 47-yard line. Eric Kendricks in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon.
See what I'm saying?
Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long.
Yeah. It's only one way to shut this shit up. And that's the reverse chicken wing gets ass.
Working from the gun, Rodgers. And the pressure gets to him again. Linval Joseph in there to drop him, and back-to-back sacks now bring up 4th and long.
Way too much, man. He getting away with murder. Pico, you got your mic or you retired the mic? Tell me it ain't true, Pico. You ain't gonna say nothing.
Any shot at this thing, so they'll go for it on 4th down. Now Rodgers gotta have this one. And this is incomplete. The former Pro Bowl linebacker Anthony Moore there to jar it free. So they've gone for it twice now on 4th down in this game, and both times unsuccessful.
I wish we could hear the headsets now between the head coach and the offensive coordinator. Now that they're 0 for 2, if they get into a third situation, head coach might say, hey, you got anything for this one? Might get radio silence back.
That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
Oh, man.
From the gun, here's Cousins.
Fish and loops might fuck up your re-up.
Looking for his tight end Rudolph, and it's intercepted. It's Clay Matthews.
There you go, Pico. There you go.
They get a 4th
Get it right
pick.
in now.
A little something hanging their head.
Like why you talking? You
Okay,
can
so
stop something in it, man.
He's
That's
happy
what I
about this
usually
play.
like to do.
Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 at their own 22. Throwing now is Rodgers. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. Xavier Rhodes, the cornerback, there in coverage. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
That's what you done did.
Rodgers going to throw again. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Everson Griffin able to disrupt yet another pass play. His 3rd sack of the afternoon. Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. Here's Rodgers. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete.
Let's go, come on.
It'll be a pickup of 13, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check-down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Good starting field position for the Vikings as they have it 1st and 10.
TC Bay.
Zebra. We're going, let's go.
TC Bay, man.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Looking left sideline, incomplete. He was looking for his tight end there, Kyle Rudolph. And it's 2nd down.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Hey, Rhino!
Well.
Lucky 50.
Hey, man.
Here's Cousins.
When you ain't got no ice, when you want ice, when you can't win it, you do a lot of suspect shit.
And he takes it down deep into Green Bay territory. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
Well, go ahead and throw the ball, man. You got the big lead. You got the clock on your side. Obviously, they don't care much about the feelings of the other team, do they?
Well, I was going to say, you better run to
If
the
I
locker
take the
room
ice
pretty
from
quick
you, you're
after
going to
this
have to
one.
see me
Right now,
if he wants
maybe
it.
they're just looking at it from the fantasy perspective. More points for everyone if they win big.
Easy work. It's easy work, and it's coming again.
Hey, we're good.
I'll be rocking the ice.
Yellow.
You ice again.
They go play action. Cousins. Now he's flushed out left. And he'll be out of bounds, taking a chip shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir, able to turn that into a positive gain. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. So another score there. Often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. Carlson now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Throwing is Rodgers. Lets it fly deep for Cobb. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Trey Waynes, the Michigan State man, right there in coverage.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead 4th quarter. Maybe can expect
gotta,
more passes like that downfield.
I got a playmaking,
Incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Shot creator.
319.
Rodgers now. Throwing again. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Ben Gideon in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon.
See, I got him because I'm looking at it like this. I like to penetrate. I like to penetrate and then get to the bucket drop. Make everybody break a defense down to make motherfuckers get open and then drop it off.
We'll come
it
back
out.
and wrap
I
up
can drop it
garbage
to the
time.
big man. If they drop off on you, you can get
Rodgers
to the
now
corner.
after the
Somebody
sack, he'll
could
lead the pack up on 3rd and long.
after a couple of those, back
There's
and
Rodgers
attack.
to throw.
And when I go up, I made him 6'5" too.
And
So
able
then
to
when I
find
get out of
Graham,
scope, I
complete.
can Westbrook your
They
ass.
needed 18 yards, and that's exactly what they got. And by the nose of the football, it's a first. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder what plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
Now they'll run it on the toss.
He's ready to. He already at 80.
Yards that go around, a first down as well.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Let's go, come on.
Rodgers now on first down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Now they got to get to the line quickly.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. And Graham's got it, complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Here we go. 58.
On first down, Rodgers throwing the slant pattern here, complete. And he'll go down at the 28. A gain of 6 there on first. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. And a stoppage here, a timeout before this 3rd down play takes place. As they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. The Packers on 3rd down. They're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. This is 3rd and 8. Now Rodgers. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And he finds Jimmy Graham. And he's going to go out of bounds. He takes this one down shy of the 20. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Rodgers now on first down. That is caught inside the 5. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They come out here in the I. They'll try and run. This is Williams. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. On 2nd down, here's Rodgers. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Ben Gideon getting him once again, his 3rd sack of the afternoon. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every
I'll be
week.
right back on, y'all.
They will gratefully accept them.